Okay, well, this is it. This is the final hurrah. This is the 12th lie that the world has told entrepreneurs, and this has been quite a journey. It's been more therapy than anything else, but as I celebrate 12 years in entrepreneurship at AC Marketing, I wanted to share some of the lies that I've learned and be contrary in sharing of this information, because illusion is important and very important part of entrepreneurship. So in my previous video, I mentioned that, the idea that an office is a sign of success for a business was one of the lies. But I need to close off that by saying the idea that you need people to fill this office. We've adopted this norm. And it's interesting because we're in a freelance economy, we're in a project-based economy, and we also devalue digital marketing, meaning we give one person this unicorn job. And I've seen so much of this that I now realize how much of a lie it has been. And I want to put it in context of me. For most of 2022, I got up at 4:30 a.m., jumped to the pool for an hour and some, 3 times a week for 6 months, and this approach helped me cross the finish line at Cozumel 70.3, my fastest swim yet. However, the single mother of 3 kids who has no support system and also gets up at 4:30 a.m., her day looks extremely different to mine, and her finish line never ends. And I feel like that comparison is necessary because each of us have obstacles in life, regardless of where you live. This is the price of inhaling and exhaling. That's how I like to compare things, because we're all human, but that statement has become somewhat saturated, it has come devalued. But there's something very impactful about the idea of inhaling and exhaling. And I think it's why I appreciate the evolution of work-life balance and technology. And since inception of AC Marketing Caribbean, I've employed persons remotely. I'd like to take credit to be like, I'm a futurist, I know things you don't know. It was really a decision based on bottom line, because who want to add rent expense to who wants to add that line item to their business when it's not necessary? And I'm gonna be honest, as I have been in all these videos, I've had people betray me. I have people who said yes, for sure, pay them their money, and they didn't work out. But that's not to say that that's the entirety of the freelancers in Trinidad and the Caribbean in the world. So reset and go again, and 12 years later, I could finally admit to pulling together a team that they have just the right ingredients to be successful enough for me to pay taxes. Oh God, oh you God, oh. Or is it VAT? I don't really like accounts, so I can thankfully pay somebody to do that. So yeah, I would say the recipe is a combination of people who love what they do, and clients who trust the process, and technology to fill in the blanks. Oh my God, somebody, Hollywood, hire me. Or maybe I can go on a stage and send some motivational videos. I could be a guru, side hustle. Anyways, and that concludes the 12 lies the world has told entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's been therapeutic. Let me know if you also are living some of these lies and you've learned, you've evolved. And as someone who has been doing this for 12 years, I can tell you some of those lies were kind of important for my success. The delusion was important. And it's okay to bring new information to the table and make changes, because guess what? That's what it means to be human. And as I always say, continue inhaling and exhaling. We out here living on these streets. I don't even know where that come from. Anyways, thank you to everyone who has supported me, may it be folks who I've hired, folks who I've fired, folks who I have done wrong. My apologies. I didn't know any better. Folks who have helped me along the way, thank you so much. And finally, thanks to my clients. Thanks to every single person who gave this little girl, no, gray hair, I'm hiding it, me a chance, and I will forever be grateful. Happy anniversary! Don't forget to like and subscribe.